在这场激烈的竞争中，每个人都渴望成为聚光灯下唯一的焦点。当灯光亮起，战斗的号角将唤醒所有沉睡的血性。今晚将迎来 JCK 绝城之夜第101期头条主赛，铁骑杜立勒对阵阿布努尔波拉特；联合主赛，吴泽对阵陈瑞。八角笼中，谁能打破桎梏，展现无畏斗志？JCK 绝城之夜第101期，一场热血沸腾的较量即刻开始。
Fight fans, welcome to JCK. Tonight we are here live from the International Fight Center in Shanxi, China. In the main event, it's going to be the cavalry Dulile going up against the Kazakhstan Abu Nurbolat. Here we have a look at the matchups graphic.
If we take a look at the tail of the tape, we'll see that Dulile enjoys a slight height advantage. The reach is about the same. Everything else is virtually identical. Now tonight's main event matchup is sensational. We have last year's million RMB tournament winner Dulile facing off against the surging Kazakh fighter Abu Nurbolat, and I can't wait for this one. He's looking to steal Dulile's momentum and make a name for himself in this division. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Andrew Gary.
And I'm Woody Potiter. You're right, that main event is a banger, but you could argue the co-main event is the people's main event because we have two legendary strikers coming to a head. It's the assassin finishing skills of Wu Ze going up against the wealth of knowledge and experience of Chen Rui. And I'm telling you, I don't think either one of these fighters wants to be the first to shoot that first takedown. But without any further ado, let's get the show on the road with your host, Yangu.
Thanks Rudy, thanks Yangu。所有现场以及正在收看比赛直播的观众朋友们，大家晚上好，欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是大家的老朋友阳光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络经纪有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际经济技术合作促进会经济体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港国际联合知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的是 JCK 绝城之夜第101期的比赛。但同时呢，今晚的比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢本场赞助品牌千岁汽车、毛江1953、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及菲德士。那么除此之外，还要特别感谢阿若博巴品牌对今天晚上比赛的赞助播出。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛雏量级的对决，铁骑杜立勒大战来自于哈萨克斯坦的选手阿布努尔波拉特；联合主赛吴泽对阵幽灵陈瑞。那么正赛方面，YiXiEMu对阵阿弟，萨尔多罗夫 Qosim 对阵尤里季托连科，刘孝宇大战布霍古布，阿宾史拉对阵阿尔乔姆福尔图纳托夫。那么复赛方面，努利库瓦迪巴哈托里大战乔丹普京，吕正对阵冯梦琪，阿特 Rivas 对阵唐格斯，杨国旭对阵阿伊伯利朱曼。那同时呢，今天晚上复赛的一场比赛呢，是一场雏量级的交锋，屈比古仙对阵斯武哈尔胡斯曼。由于斯武哈尔胡斯曼赛前降重失败，所以本场比赛取消。在此也诚挚邀请屏前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众号以及官方抖音号，了解赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛必是世界综合格斗的新浪潮。在此非常荣幸能与现场以及屏前的诸位共同见证和引领这一股新的浪潮。接下来让我们书开正风，共同开启今晚比赛的序幕。
Fight fans, welcome to JCK 101. And to kick things off on the undercard, we have this young man, only 19 years old, Ayboli Zwman making his pro debut. Man, I'm excited about this because his brother fought recently, and when we interviewed him, he told us that, listen, my brother's coming to the show, and he is very, very talented. His brother, obviously, is Aman, who we saw get a win. And the word on the street in the back end is this kid is even better than his brother. His brother came in here, did really dominant, had a very, very good performance. And let's see how this young kid can do. Does he live up to the expectations that are going around, whispering around the rooms, saying that this could be a big talent? He's fighting someone with a lot more experience than him. But man, look at him. I'll tell you what though, he has a wrestling background. He's got a lot of wrestling, and I think we might see him try to utilize that. But let's see. You never know when someone makes his debut, what's he gonna do?
Exactly. He's pretty green. Don't know a lot about him making his JCK debut. He's only had one pro fight, but there is some hype around this guy. Like you said, his brother's really good, and his brother said, hey, my brother's even better.
Yeah, even the coaches were saying that it's like this is the brother to watch. And, you know, his brother Aman Liu did really good. There he is, stepping into the JCK cage.
And here comes his opponent out of the red corner. It is Yangosu. I really like this matchup. Okay, this is a pivotal fight for Yangosu's career. He's lost his last 4 in a row. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you know, he needs a win here, right? He's a very talented guy, and I feel like his 4-fight losing skid has partially been due to bad luck. And it hasn't told the whole story, because if you look at who he's actually fought and the conditions, the circumstances around it, it's just been a little bit unfortunate. You know, he had a couple fights down at lightweight. He's a big guy. He always had trouble making that weight, so perhaps he wasn't in the best condition to perform at his best. Now he's back up at 170, 77 kilos, where he feels a lot better.
Yeah, you know, like, I feel like his hard time started with that big back kick, which was, man, it's the worst knockout I've seen live in my life. Daka gave him a spinning back kick. It's got like a donkey kick right to the face as he double-legged. And, you know, I thought it would be career-ending. Actually, when it happened, we were scared that he might have died, you know? But he got up the next day, no problems, he was fine. And we see even his coach. We see his coach here all the way from Chengdu came out to support. There he is.
Chengdu represent. He trains with Chenjie Godot.
Yes, there you see Wu Chenjie in the corner and the black belt coach.
Here he is, Yangosu. Looking at the tail of the tape, guys, it is Yangosu, who is a little bit shorter. The weight is identical, a slight reach advantage for Ayboli Zwman.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子次重量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高181公分，臂展185厘米，体重74.80公斤，年龄19岁，来自于斗士格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战绝城的首秀，那就是蓝方选手Ayboli。本场比赛，红方选手身高177公分，臂展181厘米，体重77.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于成杰格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩10战5胜5负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩5战1胜4负，他就是双头蛇Guoxu。本场比赛场上裁判胡金涛。
Judge, time. Ready, fight!
It is Yangosu in the red versus Ayboli Zwman in the blue.
Feeding each other out, and it's Ayboli that lands the first low kick.
Can't help but feel like this is a really big fight.
Oh,
for
Yangosu. Yangosu catches him, immediately jumps to the hips. Looks like he might be looking to utilize his grappling. Oh!
They're throwing down early.
Ayboli coming with the flyer punches, a little bit raw in his skill, hands dropping, but he's super aggressive.
Nice left hook. Two left hooks by Yangosu. Looping left hook there.
When interviewed, Yang said that he's, you know, he knows that he's been losing, but he doesn't really care. Cares about performance. He doesn't feel like he has pressure. He's just willing to go to the fight. And I'm telling you, he's very, very tough.
They tie up here. Nice knee to the body.
Knee. And this is where Ayboli apparently is at his best, is in the wrestling department. See, nice underhook there from Yang, fishing in that arm with an overhook on the other side. Looks to be comfortable on the wall.
Yang Guoxu doing a good job defending.
Oh, beautiful takedown.
He gets taken down. We have a leg
lock
attempt.
Going for a leg lock.
Single leg X into a possible heel hook attempt. Recovers guard, but he eats a couple shots there.
Ayboli just so aggressive, just swinging.
Oh,
he rocks him with a big right hand.
He's coming in hard. You know, these young guys.
But he's already starting to guess. Look at Ayboli, big breaths.
Oh, big wings, loopy punches.
And I think this, nice shot.
Nice shot by Yangosu. He's able to complete the takedown. Let's see what he can do with it.
He's in half guard on top. He definitely got rocked there. I think he should try to push the pace here. Maybe he's trying to just get a breath after getting tagged pretty heavily, but look at Ayboli taking deep breaths. You know, that's one of the first things that a new fighter needs to face is that pressure of just the event, the pressure
big
of the
bridge.
Oh, look at that.
He's able to bridge him over and get back on top and land some big shots.
Big punches landed here from the young fighter, Ayboli.
Yangosu recovers guard and an open guard here. Let's see if Ayboli can land some big shots from this position. You know, he's looking to just come over top with a big right hand.
We hear the corner of Yang shouting at him, get up, get up.
Yangosu up to his feet. It's been a furious pace through the first 2.5 minutes.
Nice jab from Yang.
Ayboli does look a little bit fatigued.
Oh, big punch. Oh, nice body shot. Oh, that hurt him.
That hurt him.
That hurt him.
And you know, body shots are all the worst when you're tired.
Absolutely. Oh, already got the back. Yangosu has both hooks in now, going to full mount.
He's mounted him here.
Big elbows. 2 big elbows, 3 elbows. Misses that 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow,
we can see a TKO.
The referee stepping in.
The referee's warning him. This is a rough spot
I think the referee's going to stop this. Ayboli is not defending himself.
Looks like a TKO finish. Right on the verge of
the
finish, and it's over.
The referee steps in. Yangosu, the veteran, teaches the young cub what it is to step into the big stage. This kid did good, but in the end, it's Yangosu who gets the finish.
That is a huge win for him.
Absolutely.
First win in 4 years.
And he weathered the storm. He got tagged pretty heavily there, fought through it, eventually got the takedown, got reversed, got back up to his feet, got another takedown, and that's all she wrote.
Phenomenal. There he is with his coach, Wu Xiaojie. Take a look at the finish here. Failed takedown attempt by Ayboli. Yangosu is able to hit that throw by and take the back. Transitions to the mount here, and then he just starts landing these elbows.
Man, yeah, like you said, elbows. Them elbows are from hell.
Yeah, smashing them with these elbows. And, you know, with these green fighters who only have a couple of pro fights, I'm all in favor of the refs stepping in a little bit early. Because you want these guys to have long careers, right?
Of course, and like, he was not bumping there. He wasn't recovering. And Yangosu just weathering the storm, showing his experience. You know, very well-rounded fighter. Like you said, man, he's had a rough run of luck, and it's not that he's not good, just had some rough luck.
That's a huge win.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则次中量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于红方的选手双头蛇杨国旭，第一回合3分04秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by 关丹胖。
And we're straight into the next one. And walking out of the blue corner is Tangus. This is a national wrestling champion in the 2nd division. And he has a very good double leg is what they've told me. So good, in fact, that in a previous fight, he did a double leg and he broke the cage, is how hard he drove his opponent into the cage. He's still pretty young. He has a huge age advantage over his opponent, being only 25, fighting a 44-year-old. But it's said, you see there, you see the co-main eventer, Chen Rui, that's his coach. And apparently they did a lot of striking in this camp, thinking that they will use his speed. Apparently this guy, even though he's short and stocky, has very good footwork and is very fast in his feet. Yeah. He wants to use his feet, his footwork and his speed to outclass and break the pace and break the willpower of the much bigger, longer, and older opponents. But I'm telling you, when you see this guy, look at his back, man. He's got a huge back. He's a big, big ball of muscle, is Tangus. And you know, they always talk about Inner Mongolian power. Let's see what he has as Tangus steps into the JCK cage.
And here comes his opponent out of the red corner. It is Art Rivas, the Wicked Turtle, fighting out of Houston, Texas. Really excited to see this guy in here tonight. You know, he's a BJJ black belt. He's a huge guy. Oh my goodness. I saw this guy in the elevator and I was like, this is a massive dude. He is like 6'4". He's got a reach of 199 centimeters, almost a 2-meter reach. And he has some pretty, you know, significant experience on the big stage. He previously fought in Bellator. He's fought some good guys, fought some good competition. You know, he's a good grappler. And really looking forward to seeing what he can do in here.
I expect him to try and utilize his range first, but if it, obviously I think he wants to showcase his jiu-jitsu. He's working as a jiu-jitsu coach, so I think he want to show his jiu-jitsu, you know, and just to showcase.
I think it's quite certain that this fight will hit the ground, and it's going to be cool to see, you know, wrestling versus jiu-jitsu, high-level wrestling versus high-level jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
Art hasn't fought in a while. His last fight was in 2019, pre-pandemic. He is 44 years old. There's a massive age differential in this fight, but you know, age isn't everything. So let's see what happens here tonight. It's Art Rivas, the Wicked Turtle. Looking at the tail of the tape, the biggest thing that stands out to me is the age difference. 41 versus 25, a 16-year age difference. But hey, Art Rivas also has a massive reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子115公斤的协议体重之战，栏目选手身高182公分，臂展181厘米，体重101.90公斤，年龄25岁，来自于逆转格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上上了 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是笑面虎Tangus。本场比赛，红方选手身高188公分，臂展199厘米，体重104.90公斤，年龄41岁，来自于 Manstraight 泰拳和拳击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩8战6胜2负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, I give you red corner from United States of America, Wicked Turtle Rivas。本场比赛场上裁判张永新。
开始。Judge, time, ready, fight!
Here we go. It's time for the second fight of the evening between Art Rivas in the red and Tangus in the blue. For our viewers at home who can't understand Chinese, his nickname Tangus is Xiaomianhu, which means the laughing face tiger. Pretty cool. Against the Wicked Turtle, Art Rivas.
We see here that range and size difference. the fakes of Tangus.
Art is a really big guy. He has a significant reach advantage in this fight.
A nice little short jab there from Art. Both these guys feeding each other out. Quick inside kick from Tangus.
I was looking at some fight metric stats online, and I saw that when there is an age differential of 10 years or more, the younger guy wins something like 75% plus.
Wow. Experience does matter, but you know, it is an athletic sport. You know, I also noted that both these guys are sponsored by the newest, hottest gym in Chongqing. Our fellow commentator, he opened a gym there called Hot Pot Heroes. And both these guys sponsored there.
Shout out to Vaughn Anderson, good friend of ours, fellow commentator, fellow Canadian. Hot Pot Heroes, if you're ever in Chongqing, check it out.
There we see Tangus. Tangus just missing there with, oh, nice calf kick there from Tangus.
Nice.
He's staying on the outside. He's really got the range down of Art. Now we see Art throwing some short punches.
When are we going to see that power double?
I think he might want to look to avoid the jiu-jitsu, nah?
Hard to say. I mean, if he's a good grappler himself, then he's on top.
Oh,
nice right
nice.
Hand.
Hook two, dance 2 crosses on. Another
Nice
jab
shot
to the head, body cross.
Shot to the body, too.
Goes to the calf. Oh, he checked that one. Art definitely checked that one. That'll make him reconsider if he wants to kick those calves. That had to hurt. Another straight to the body. The game plan looks to be very clear here from Tangus. He wants to break down the body and the fitness of the older. That's exactly what they told us they're looking to do. But I'm surprised that Art hasn't looked to close the range yet.
Oh, nice leg kick. That was a heavy leg kick by Tangus.
That's going to slow down. Look at the redness on the outside of Art's left calf.
Yep, those are not fun.
One would hope that Art, you know, I mean, Art's so cool. Like coming here, first time to China, traveling so far. One of his fellow training partners is also on the card later tonight. Such a cool story. Oh, nice inside kick. We hear the corner. We hear the corner of Art saying, keep a tighter guard. Art, tough as nails, eats that 1-2 on the face. Really zoned in. The speed of Tangus does seem to have a slight advantage for the blue corner fighter.
You know what? Only 6 feet tall. Tangus is kind of a smaller heavyweight in terms of his frame. We certainly see the size discrepancy in here tonight.
I think he's naturally a light heavyweight. He just took this fight on, you know, on short notice. There's not that many big guys in this region, right? So fighters take what you get. But it does seem to be a good matchup. How long before these guys start swinging? You know, we all predicted this fight isn't going to go the distance.
Right. I was really looking forward to seeing some grappling exchanges from these two, but so far it's been primarily a stand-up bout. Well, exclusively a stand-up bout.
Well, and you know, it feels like this is the game plan of Tangus. He wants to use his speed.
Another heavy leg kick. That's 2 really heavy leg kicks that he's landed thus far in this fight.
Another body shot.
1 minute left in the first round.
There we see.
It's been a pretty close, competitive, back and forth matchup on the feet. Neither fighter has landed anything too significant. I would say the most significant strikes of the fight thus far have been those leg kicks by Tangus.
Yeah, and he had some nice straight punches to the body, once or twice going up to the head. But Art also landed some nice counter jabs when Tang comes in. Utilizes his long range. Stiff little jabs.
There's the shot. Well, let's see what happens here with the grappling.
Oh, these guys are swinging a little bit. Finally, they stand and bang a little bit. Unfortunately, nothing landing in that exchange from either fighter. Oh, check that kick again.
You can see when he shot that takedown attempt, he just ran into a brick wall. Like, Art is so big.
And Art, you know, he got that underhook, heavy hips. They go into the second round.
Because he's scared of the power, and it's taken away some of our speed. So let's just put some things out there. We're looking great. How you feeling? Feeling good?
have a look at some of the highlights. There's a small exchange. Heavy.
Oh, he checked
Heavy
that
kick that was
very well.
checked, yes.
Yep, Tangus attacking the legs with a few really heavy leg kicks. Art with a leg kick of his own.
That was the only real takedown attempt we saw. And we're off to the second round.
Second round between Arthur Rivas in the red and Tangus in the blue. Nice jab to the body.
Fifth jab from Tangus. But Rivas, to be honest, he's been looking absolutely unscathed by any of the punches that land. He just eats it up, walks through, very focused.
Very calm, very composed. You can tell he's got, you know, a lot of in-cage, in-ring experience. That was a nice right hand by Tangus there. Pretty close first round. If I were a judge, I'd have a hard time scoring that one. We have a warning for inactivity from the referee, who warned both fighters to kind of pick up the pace here.
Oh, nice big shots.
We see an immediate response from the fighters. I'm sure they want to put on a show for the fans, but they're also very aware of the dangers.
Of course, man. At this size, one slip up and that's all she wrote. You got to respect the power in the heavyweight division or this catchweight division. Art throwing an uppercut. Now we see Art starting to start this exchange a little bit more. Oh, he follows up with some jabs,
nice.
Chases him down.
Flurry of punches there, had Tangus backing up a little bit.
Nice inside kick as well. Another inside kick.
It's interesting hearing an English corner. Very rare
that
we're
we've
at
seen.
JCK.
Yeah, lots of the international fighters have been, you know,
Russians,
speaking
Kazakhs.
a lot of Russians. Oh
no, low blow here.
That one was a little bit high. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you hope that he's got 5 minutes in total for all the injuries, so he should take the time, but you also don't want to waste any time because any other injuries will also be included in this 5-minute injury time.
Back at it. Tangus has seemingly recovered. Didn't seem like too bad of a low blow there.
Both these guys very respectful of their opponent's power. Oh, big low kick again.
Another solid low kick from Tangus. Nice jab as well.
Stiff body kick followed by jab.
There's a shot. Just like very strong hips by Art Rivas. Halfway through the second round, halfway through the fight. Anybody's fight at this point, really.
Yes. And the stiff jab from Tangus. Art's starting to put on the pressure, walking forward, mixing up the kicks and the straight punches.
He does have a nice inside low kick. He uses it to counter well when Tangus comes in.
Looks like he's looking low. Might expect a head kick very soon.
Big low kick high. Oldest trick in the book, but still works.
Now we see Rivas switching stances, going back to orthodox, switching back and forth between southpaw and orthodox. Hands up high from Tangus, respecting the power.
There's another shot, and he's able to complete this one. Much better drive. Now we get to see some grappling between these two. Art had an opportunity to get back up to his feet. He does so now and counters with his own takedown attempt. We're back to our feet.
Nice kick there from Art.
That was a nice takedown by Tangus. He did seem a little hesitant to engage in the grappling.
Absolutely, I think he respects the black belt. Rivas, I think, is a second degree.
I'm not sure. I know he's been a black belt for a while.
Yes.
He is a BJJ coach. I'm sure he has some pretty serious grappling chops.
Both exchange. Tangus landing the jab, and Rivas a nice kick of his own. Eats another low kick for good measure. That leg's gonna feel rough tomorrow.
Absolutely. Would you say that takedown and the leg kicks have given Tangus an edge in this round?
I don't know, because this one I feel Rivas was, he's on the forefoot and he pushed the exchanges, and he might have landed more with the hands. I'm not sure. Oh, there he is walking forward now again. Both guys exchange. He lands. Rivas lands a left hook.
That'll do it for our second round here.
Looking great. You see how he reacts when you 连2回合啊 OK 好 OK.
Here we see the highlights.
I'd say pick up the pace, because it could be anybody's fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, was that the low blow?
That was the low blow.
Okay, here's the double leg that Tangus was able to complete. But once it hit the ground, he didn't seem like he wanted to engage very much. Here we see Art charging forward with a volley of punches. Still a very close round, though. Both rounds have been close. Third and final round between Art Rivas in the red and Tangus in the blue. Could be anybody's fight here going into the third. You see
inside kick from Art.
Yeah, Art going back to that inside low kick. Looking at the strike count here, it's quite even.
Yeah, quite even. No body shots from Rivas. A lot of body shots from, but on the other spectrum, it's Rivas that leads with the head punches. And the first round, he also had more head strikes. There's a stiff jab from Tangus.
This is the first heavyweight fight I've called for JCK.
Yeah, I've called another heavyweight fight before. So it's not the first of this tournament, but of the show. But it's been a while. It's been a while.
As you mentioned, the heavyweight division tends to be rather sparse in terms of the number of competitors, not only in JCK, but all over. Nice body shot.
Step through, does the body shot.
Looking great. Let shadow and then come in though. We need to be the aggressor.
We hear the corner of Rivas saying he needs to be the aggressor. I think this fight is up in the air.
Absolutely.
I don't know who's got it.
If I were a judge, I would be kind of confused who to give it to. I mean, there hasn't been a ton of action to go off. Nice
big overhand.
Looping overhand by Art.
It's a stiff jab, does Art. Counts with another inside leg kick.
You know, I think whoever can really move forward and be the aggressor in this round is probably going to take this round.
Yes.
This is a very important round in the fight. Could be 1-1. You see Art coming forward with a nice combo there.
Art's pushing the pace. This is good. Now
Go.
he goes for a low kick. Rivas rallying here in the third round, but he eats a big right hand. But he still gives that counter jab or hook. Tough as nails is Art Rivas, and Tangus doing good here against someone who's significantly bigger than him, but really respecting the power.
Another verbal warning by the referee here. Tangus still comes forward with a combination and a nice jab. Nice jab again. You know, another thing is Art Rivas hasn't fought since before the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So
Well, it doesn't look like he's too being rusty. Willing to trade in the pocket. Both these guys swing.
Yep. Tangus, I believe, is only 2-0. As a pro, he catches a kick here. Let's see what he does with it. Charges forward. Not able to convert a takedown.
Art does really good there. You know, his foot in the air, he just throws a whole bunch of punches. Eats that 1-2, but immediately throws back.
Tangus had him biting pretty hard on a feint there. See if he tries another takedown. You know, that could score. If he's able to land a takedown in the last minute of the fight and stay on top, that could win in the round. This round has been quite close.
Oh, nice heavy low kick. Tangus lands a jab of his own.
Coming up on a minute left in this fight. Could be anybody's fight. This could be a very crucial minute as Tangus goes for another takedown, not able to get it.
Easily stuffed by Arthur Rivas.
He's just like so big. He just doesn't have to do much to stuff the takedown. He's just a brick wall. His corner is calling him on, urging him to be more aggressive. They know it's a very close fight.
And he's walking him down. I do think in the third round, oh, nice little
takedown.
short
Single leg
uppercut.
attempt now. Single legs, you know, I feel do work a little better on bigger guys. Really hard to just double leg a really big guy. Oh, he is able to get the takedown. Now let's see.
Short elbows.
Nice elbows from the bottom.
Nice elbows from Art.
Final 10 seconds here.
Nice elbows, chopping elbows on the side.
Art is really going to town with those elbows. Doing more damage from the bottom.
I think he definitely wins the third round, even off his back. Let's see what the judges say. I have no idea.
Tough fight to score.
My friends, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, because I'd love to know.
29, 28, coin flip. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be surprised if they give the first 2 rounds to Art as well. I do think the only round I'm sure of, probably the third round, I would guess. But let's see.
Take a look at some of the action from our fight here. See a nice flurry of punches by Art.
That was the first round.
Nice leg kicks by either man throughout the fight. A little exchange here coming out of the clinch. Tangus going to the body, ripping the body. Inside low kick, which went a little high, drifted a little high, and we see a blast double here by Tangus, so he's able to get the takedown in the second round there.
Very similar to the one that happened in the third round.
So, nice left hook to the body by Art. Tangus with some combos of his own, ripping the body. Nice combo there, actually, and the last takedown here at the end of the third round, after which Art was just going crazy with these elbows, landing a lot of elbows to the forehead.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 1 29 to 28；2号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 2 29 to 28；3号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 3 28 to 29。本场比赛3位裁判分歧判定，红方胜。For the winner, by split decision, win by point, presenting USA, Quick Turtle, Arthur Rivas.
And we're off to our third bout of the evening, and I have this pegged down in one of the few fights. I have 3 fights, maybe 4, where I think it's not gonna see the ground. Very similar to what we just see, and this is a fight where we have 2 absolute strikers. And I'm telling you, this is a tough striker. Feng Mengqi, he's currently living and training in Pattaya with Sun King team. However, I saw he did this camp in Xi'an. One of the this guy has some tough training partners. There we see Lu Kai in his corner. The same division as Zhao Guoan. They have Tang Kai. They have the champ Wang Jizheng. A lot of good training partners for Feng Mengqi.
Is that Sun King?
Yeah, Sun King. Yeah, a lot of tough training partners for him. Even though he didn't camp for this fight there, that's his team. And there's some really good training partners for him. However, he is a finisher on the feet. And his only weakness has been on the ground when it comes to the submission game. However, his opponent is also a striker. And having another striker teammate, Liu Xiaoyu, tonight on the card, I believe that we're in for a stand-up war. He does have some home ground advantage if you think about the fact that he's fought in JCK 6 times. This is his 7th JCK appearance. And this kid is strong as nails. We saw him doing, not the most technical lift, but he can lift 250 kilograms deadlift.
You talking about his deadlift?
It's insane.
Kids, if you watch that video, don't deadlift like that at home. You're going to destroy your back.
But still, being able to pick up that much weight is insane for a lightweight.
He's got a back made of titanium.
Absolutely. And heavy hands.
Here we go. Really looking forward to seeing this guy make his JCK debut. It is Liu Zheng. He's a high-level guy. He's only, 4-2 as a pro? But he's fought some really good guys. He fought previously in a big organization, and he has a highlight reel, a head kick knockout over a fighter that we know quite well, a former champion of a particular organization. He is 34 years old, though, and he hasn't fought in 6 years. This is the 2nd fight in a row tonight where we have a guy who hasn't fought since the pandemic.
That's insane, huh?
Yeah, and you always have to wonder, what is that going to do to a guy? Are you going to have ring rust? It's been 6 years.
Well, he has his own gym now. He coaches a lot. He used to train once a day. When this fight was signed, he changed his schedule, trains 2 times a day. He does a lot of classes, a lot of private classes, 6 to 8 classes a day. But don't forget, this guy is another elite level striker. Maybe his conditioning, maybe his fitness will be tested tonight. But, when it comes to skill set and the understanding of striking, he's up there with the best. This absolutely is a striker, elite versus elite. And I don't see this going the distance either.
No. Taking a look at the tail of the tape, there is a significant height advantage for Feng Mengqi, but the reach is the same. Everything else is virtually identical.
What is the 10-year difference?
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子轻量级的复赛交锋，蓝锋选手身高183公分，臂展181厘米，体重71.40公斤，年龄24岁，来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战5胜5负，1战无结果。JCK 战决胜战绩6战1胜4负，1战无结果。他就是南方选手冯梦琪。 本场比赛，红方选手身高174公分，臂展181厘米，体重71.50公斤，年龄34岁，来自3立。MMA 综合格斗战绩6战4胜2负。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是红方选手吕正。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
All set for this really exciting prelim matchup between Liu Xiaoyu in the red and Feng Mengqi in the blue. And you're right, Woody, there is a 10-year.
Liu immediately comes forward with a lot of pressure. Starts the fight with a big right hand. Goes over the top again.
He is an elite
striker.
He
eats a big right hand of his own.
Watching tape on this guy, I saw his striking, and I'm like, wow, this guy brings it. Very accurate strikes. There's that head kick that I was talking about.
Nice. Look at how he clinches up there.
Nice. Very powerful clinch game as well. Look at this.
Oh, he's looking for a head throw, but his arm's in a bad position here.
Okay, he's still hanging onto that head.
Yeah, but he's got Fung right on his back here.
Failed the throw.
Still
he's able to convert it though.
Wow.
Like he was still able to somehow complete that headlock throw. He's bringing it. Like right out the gate, just going hard. Really good in the clinch.
Nice knee there.
Oh, beautiful trip. Jinx.
Fung has a beautiful trip, knee of his own. Body lock.
Double underhooks by Liu Xiaoyu here, not able to get the takedown with it. Feng Mengqi's got these nice
trips.
Throws from him.
But back and forth, look, Liu back on his feet. I'm surprised Liu's trying to clinch up. Why would he's been so good on the striking.
True. Frantic pace through the first minute and a half.
Nice elbows there from Fung. Knee from Liu.
I was going to say, this is one of the prelim matchups I was looking forward to the most. Both of these guys are really solid.
Back.
Even though Feng Mengqi's record in JCK 1-4, good. That doesn't tell the whole story. He's fought some good guys, and he's got really solid skills everywhere. Nice right hand by Liu Xiaoyu.
It feels like his punches have slowed down a little bit.
Well, they came out super hard for the first 2 minutes. Like, you cannot keep that pace indefinitely.
Fake with a huge overhand. Nice straight punch.
Lead right hand there.
Back and forth. Both these guys landing.
Oh, lead left hook by Liu Xiaoyu scores. These guys are throwing hard. My goodness, they're both coming for the finish, and we knew they would. That's why I was looking forward to this one so much.
Step through elbow just misses.
Liu Xiaoyu's got those underhooks.
Oh, beautiful throw there.
Uchimata counter by Feng Mengqi lands in the top of half guard.
Looking for a triangle.
Sick.
No
way. Pull down the
ways.
head. Pretty rare that we see triangles from guard these days, but you know, here's a real threat.
Needs to grab his shin.
He brings his other arm in there, and now let's see if Liu Xiaoyu is going to try to transition to like an arm bar.
I saw him.
He's got a very high guard. Feng Mengqi's able to
shake him off.
Get out of danger here. Liu Xiaoyu back to his feet with a technical stand-up. Back on the feet.
Working the body is Fung.
That was a really fast triangle attack.
Fung has his hands up. Oh, beautiful left hook. Liu catches him, looking forward. Fung throwing back, kick, right hand from Liu.
Wow.
Shoots for the takedown, does Fung. Liu Xiaoyu. Oh,
nice right hand by Liu Xiaoyu as well.
Right hook.
Action packed again. Action packed first round. Both guys just going for it.
Walking forward is Liu Xiaoyu. Fung shoots for the takedown. Boy lock.
Hits that inside trip. Wow. Great trip from the clinch by Fung Chi.
Yeah, beautifully done. We see there in the corner of Fung Chi, Liu Kai, he had a great fight.
Oh, if you
on the
didn't see
last
that
card. That was an amazing fight.
If you didn't see that one, folks, go back and watch it. Liu Kai.
Oh, look at this! Almost goes for that, what's that called? A reverse Kimura?
Just like an Americana from guard.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I guess you can pull the Americana from guard. Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes you see guys go for that and try to transition to an armbar.
Maybe it's called a key lock in that position.
All right.
Could be wrong. Oh.
Fung Chi, Liu Zhang, these guys are both going after it.
So many of Liu's like lead punches have landed just straight through him. There's another stiff jab that goes right through.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time. He's like, this is my first fight back in 6 years. I want to win. I'm going for it.
But look at the toughness and the skill set that both these guys are.
Bit of a late shot after the bell. Certainly not, certainly not intentional. It happens. Great first round. Wow.
What a back and forth. I have no idea who won that round. I mean, it's one of those rounds where I think we won as the band.
他一打的时候，抱他一边的单腿，你不要想抱双腿，抱单腿把他往一边抽，啊，然后。
Deciding in the moment who's winning. Look at this like headlock. We thought it failed, right? It looks like he fails to throw, but
and he's just like
he just stuck with it.
He's just supposed to flatter his face, and he still manages to finish that.
These trips from the clinch by Fung Chi were awesome.
Yes.
Uchi, Mata, boom. Shout out to the judo players. Nice throw. Both guys landing bombs on the feet, trying to take each other out.
Man.
Sick first round.
I'd probably go, if I have to choose between, I'll say Liu Zhang won that fight, but that round.
I'm split. I'm saying Fung Chi.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, multiple
so
takedowns, top control. Oh, it was close though.
We're gonna see a second round.
All set for what's promising to be a banger of a second round between Liu Zhang in the red and Fung Chi in the blue. Back to it right away with the takedown.
Powers him down, does he?
Somebody's bleeding.
caught.
Fung Chi is bleeding on Liu Zhang. Did they clash heads or something?
I don't know.
Look at the strike count. It's like, I'm not gonna say. There's just been a lot of strikes. A lot of strikes. It's great.
Might be looking for another triangle.
Yeah, he's trying for it, but I think Fung Chi is very aware. Yeah, you can see it pop his head up right away. Yangu in the background looking on. A handsome host. He's looking good in that suit.
I'm wearing my suit today, so are you?
Looking sharp as well, sir. Okay. Fung Chi looking to
run into the back.
Transition to the back, standing here.
Got that
tough guy. Body, super tough guy. Also 10 years younger, as you pointed out.
Yeah, Liu. Oh, nice little knee on the exit there. Liu Zhang. Oh, the speed of Fung now in the second round. Oh, it's a beautiful takedown. But look at Liu Zhang. He stops it.
I feel like Fung Chi is really coming on as the aggressor in this round. He's been moving forward the whole time.
Yes, absolutely. But
again with the takedown, single leg, gets it. Not totally certain how this is going to end up though.
Is he going to fish for the neck? Might be able to fish for the neck.
Like a cradle. He has it like, he has the grip hooked under his leg like a cradle.
Yeah, I see. Now he moves to the back.
Still the position has not been solidified. Still in scramble territory.
Now we see Liu going for another submission. He's going for a lot of submissions as Liu front all over him on top. He needs to respect his Kimura. We saw Fung's teammate Wang Jizheng get surprise Kimura.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
back
nice.
to their feet.
Oh, nice back and forth.
Swinging punches. Going for it. Oh.
Nice.
I feel like
1-2 going backwards, a nice cross going backwards.
With the right hand.
Yeah, he just sits back out of the range and counters him with a beautiful right cross.
Oh, a takedown attempt by Liu Zhang. Not able to get it. Starting against the fence.
Feels like Yuriy believes that his grappling, and it also probably looks like that he has the advantage.
Going single now. Getting stuffed though. Fung does stuff it.
Oh, beautiful
Back to
short
her
hook.
feet. That's exhausting. They both shoot for takedowns. Stalemate.
Look at Fung. He's working the pace. He definitely hits the pressure of the two. Coming in super conditioned, super fresh. But Liu Xiaoyu's not backing off. What a warrior. Steps forward, keeps going.
Another takedown attempt by Feng Mengqi, not able to get it. Up against the fence here. Things have slowed down a little bit.
Of course, I think these guys are front.
Going
A lot of carries. Short little elbow there from Fung on the exit. And it's all Fung putting on the pace, but he's still dangerous. He's still throwing back.
Oh yeah, still dangerous for sure.
Another right cross that lands.
And a short right hand as well. Oh, we heard that one.
Big punch.
See what happens here as they clinch against the fence.
55 seconds left in round 2.
Great
the
fight.
Corner of Fung telling him to do a right elbow.
See Liu Xiaoyu switching to the high crotch here.
He needs to try and connect his hands.
Trying to step around, rip him down to the mat. But Feng Mengqi has got great hips. Those 250 kilo deadlifts.
Oh, working.
He's got that posterior chain strength.
Oh, step through uppercut. Just misses the mark. Great right hand. We've seen that land so many times from Liu Xiaoyu. But the movement and the work rate of Feng Mengqi is also so good. Liu Xiaoyu goes for the head kick.
10 seconds left in what has been an action-packed second round, action-packed fight between these two warriors.
Oh, a big kick at the end. Deep breaths by both his fighters, but definitely Feng Mengqi looks like he did a bit of extra cardio work in preparation, looking at the pressure of the two. But another very close second round.
Oh yeah.
很好，很好啊！不要为咱们的平啊！在笼边给挨平常一样啊，把它挤那边，让它累，你肯定。
Some of the action from our second round. Double underhooks here. We see a clinch battle. Some takedown attempts, successful takedown attempts by Feng Mengqi. Nice punch combo as well. Deep to the body. Nice right hand. Lots of action in that second round for sure. It is now time for the third and final round between Liu Xiaoyu in the red.
Oh, look at that.
Feng Mengqi in the blue. Liu Xiaoyu finally gets a takedown.
Liu Xiaoyu gets a takedown, but he almost gets knocked out to the outer space. Just misses that huge uppercut. Feng Mengqi.
He finally got a takedown, and then like
for
for a split second, Feng Mengqi is back up to his feet. Look at the strike count.
The last round.
That was for the last round for sure, because I remember the first rounds quite a bit as well. 19 strikes to the head by Feng Mengqi.
Feng turned him around.
Oh,
nice knee.
Yeah, that landed right on the jaw. Feng Mengqi's got a chin. Can't believe this guy is like only 5-5. He fights like a guy that's like 10-0.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot, but
Bro.
Liu Xiaoyu is able to sprawl, defend very well. More of those tricky trips from the clinch by Feng Mengqi. Defended well by Liu Xiaoyu.
Liu Xiaoyu staying in this.
Oh yeah, still very competitive. And now Feng Mengqi takes a deep breath.
Oh, nice
big
knee
knee.
again.
You
Feng
see,
gives a knee back of his own.
oh,
Goes for a head kick.
Head kick with a
Spinning
back fist.
Might be
Look,
going for
guillotine attempt,
here.
guillotine right here. Let's see, is there a threat here? He's got it standing. He was thinking about switching to the ninja choke, gives up on it.
Spins to the side, oh, gives up. So exhausted, both these fighters, you see there.
Way harder to hit something like that in the third round when you're so sweaty. See Liu Kai in the background giving instructions to his corner. Great guy to have in the corner. Oh my goodness. Scramble. But Liu Zhang uses the underhook beautifully to bridge out, get back to turtle position here and attack a single leg. Feng Mengqi is looking to spin around to the back. Liu Zhang escapes.
Look at Liu Zhang. You know, it's so wily and
scrambly.
And just the scrappiness. It's like Liu Zhang is wily and Feng Mengqi
he doesn't
just
stop.
scrappy.
He doesn't stop and just accept positions. You notice he landed, you know, in the bottom of side control is like right away, underhook, bridge, back to turtle, attack a single leg. Like he doesn't stop.
He's looking for
He gets a takedown. Can he establish control this time? This could be really big. Not able to establish control, unfortunately, this time.
He's so good at getting back to his feet every time.
Yeah, man, really tough to take down and even harder to keep down.
Both these guys throwing bombs here, trading, standing and swinging for the fences.
Now, Feng Mengqi attacks a single leg.
Single leg, but he might give his back. He needs to be careful.
Let's see what happens here. The position is uncertain. It looks like Liu Zhang might be able to take the back from this position.
Yes.
It's certainly what he's going to try to do.
There's some punches there.
Now he slips back into bottom position here.
But he might be
attacking a triangle
again.
He's doing that like
he needs to get his. No.
But Feng Mengqi is very aware of it.
Armbar if he's not too late now.
He's able to pass, but
look at
not established control as Liu Zhang scrambles right out. To guard now. Butterfly guard here. Minute 12 left on the clock. Feng Mengqi showing some great cardio. Some seriously good grappling.
Yeah.
Takedowns, top controls.
Such a back and forth. Both these guys doing very good. Just the relentlessness of Feng.
Let's see some octopus guard action.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
you're a fan of that.
And he lands it.
He gets the octopus stand up. Just stand up, as Craig Jones would say. Jiu-jitsu doesn't work if you just stand up. Buy the DVD, BJJ Fanatics.
Bumps to the back. Oh, nice slam down.
It looked like Liu Zhang tried to roll out and just ended up hunting.
No, I think he's going for a knee bar, but he
double wrist lock, as the catch wrestlers might say.
He's putting some power to this, but Feng is dropping the shoulder, left shoulder.
Not a great
this might be bad. Can he clear that hand past the body?
Can he pull it out with 10 seconds left? I don't think so.
Feng gets the better position.
Attacking a single leg, back to the feet. Will we see anything?
Oh, both these guys threw huge bombs. What a fight.
Awesome fight.
I don't know if I don't know who won that. I guess I would put my money on Feng, but it was a good fight.
29-28, Feng Mengqi would be my scorecard, but hey, I'm not a judge.
Again, either one of these guys could win and it'll be okay with me. It was such a back and forth. You need to go back slowly. I was looking, you know, for all the moves. I wasn't looking just for pure damage. Hard to say. Let's have a look at the highlights here.
Got this like headlock type throw, which ended up working.
It's insane, especially considering he fell flat on his face.
Yeah. We saw all kinds of tricky little trips and throws. Beautiful Uchimata here by Feng Mengqi. He had some great takedowns this fight.
Yeah, so many sweeps and takedowns. But again, Liu Zhang, you got to give it back to him. He's so scrappy, so hard to pin down. He does a lot of recoveries in his guard. Tricky, goes for submissions, throws for submissions, and then gets up.
I think on the feet it was pretty even. Both guys landed some good shots, combinations.
I think Liu probably landed a little bit more, but the exchanging with the wrestling and the sweeps.
That was a beautiful knee to the jaw.
I think Feng Mengqi just outworked him, but you see the judges are
deliberating.
Yeah, deliberating.
It's going to be a close one.
we look at this throw again. Look how he falls flat on his face, but he didn't finish throwing, but he actually landed that.
Yeah, he actually ended up finishing that takedown. It was very impressive.
Getting on top in a scarf hold position.
So the judges must truly be deliberating, because we're seeing the highlights here for the second time, giving them some time to tally their scorecards. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. What do they say? Come on.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28比29 ，Judge Number 1 28-29；2号裁判27比30 ，Judge Number 2 27-30；3号裁判28比29 ，Judge Number 3 28-29。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定。 蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, Feng Mengqi.
And we go straight to the next event. Here we see, making his debut not only in JCK but also in China, Jordan Plutin, known as the Shadow. And fans, his case is quite special. We'll see in the back there, there's a documentary being made about this guy's life. He was born in Cuba, and then he made the decision that changed his life. Said, I'm gonna look for a better life for my wife. We see his wife there right next to him. He's giving her a kiss right now. His wife, himself, and his dad then went on a journey which saw them make their way through 11 countries and ending up the 12th country in the USA. He became a refugee there. Now he has a green card. But his nickname, the Shadow, was because he had to stay in the shadows as he moved through all those countries, you know, staying away from trouble, doing things, you know, just finding a way to cross the borders, paying their way secretly, getting some jobs, getting on buses, walking through the jungle. At one point, they walked through the jungle and his wife broke her ankle and him and his dad had to make turns carrying her. What a tremendous story. This guy trains with some elite level fighters. You know, we have a guy like, in his training partner, he trains with a guy like Kevin Holland, a very, very good training team. He's a hairdresser, and now we see him make his debut here in JCK. Super nice guy, super nice story. Jordan Plutin.
And here comes his opponent out of the red corner. It's the hardest name on the card for me. Here we go. Nulikuwati, Bahatuoli. How'd I do?
Awesome.
Got it. 3-0, 22-year-old kid, 3-0 hot prospect. 2 finishes in 3 fights, looking really good. The only fight he didn't finish was against another undefeated guy who was really tough, and he took his O. So, you know, things are looking very bright for Mr. Nulikuwati.
And man, this guy has some lightning fast hands, and he backs himself when it goes to a war. If you hit him, he doesn't block or run away. His response is to give back in bundles. So watch out for him. If it's on the feet, I think his speed, man, he's just got a chin and a will of iron.
He's 22, very young. He's tall for the weight class. He's over 6 feet tall at 145. For the, you know, non-American viewers, that's 183 centimeters. 66 kilos, pretty tall guy for the weight class. Despite this, the reach is equal in the fight. Jordan Plutin has a massive reach for his height.
I think that Nulikuwati, everybody here calls him Kuwati, he'll probably want to stay on the feet and avoid Jordan. Jordan started, like his opponent is a judoka, but now also has the jiu-jitsu black belt, and I think that's something that they'll look to avoid. and try to keep it on the feet. But let's see. You never know. We've been surprised. I mean, the fight which we just saw, we expected those guys to have a kickboxing matchup, and we saw a lot of wrestling in the last fight. Let's see if this fight's going to be on the feet or if we'll see
I've seen
some grappling.
Nulikuwati throw some deadly strikes. Deadly striker. Haven't seen a whole lot from him in the grappling department. His grappling might get tested tonight. Here he is, Nulikuwati Bahatuoli. Nailed it.
14 years the age gap.
A look now at the tail of the tape reveals a 14-year age difference, 22 versus 36, 10-centimeter height difference, favoring Nulikuwati, but the reach is the same.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高173公分，臂展184厘米，体重66.10公斤，年龄36岁，来自于 Man Street 泰拳和拳击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩12战5胜7负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Cuba. I give you Jordan the Shadow Plutin. 本场比赛，红方选手身高183公分，臂展184厘米，体重66.30公斤，年龄22岁，来自于全新格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩3战全胜 ，JCK 战绝城战绩3战全胜。他就是来自于中国的红方选手Nulikuwati Bahatuoli。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Watch the back hand. Watch your finger. Watch your love. Let touch. Let relax. Judge. 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 Time. Ready? Fight.
Final fight on the prelims, it is Nulikuwati Bahatuoli in the red versus Jordan Plutin, the shadow, in the blue. Really excited for this one.
Immediately see both these guys start with exchanging some kicks. Hands nice and high from Jordan. Whoa! Big
Spinning wheel kick, that was fast too. Kuwati has got some deadly strikes, that's for sure.
Hands very big, this Kuwati. Oh no.
Shot to the groin. Jordan is taking a knee here.
Okay.
Seems to be okay.
He walks it off, doesn't waste too much of his
Stand
recovery time.
Ready? Fight.
And they're back at it.
Back at it. Nulikuwati.
Oh,
heavy leg kick by Jordan.
And
he's in on a takedown here. He is a BJJ black belt. I believe it's judo black belt as well. There's that judo.
There's that judo.
Goxu.
And now we see him in side control. He's got the head wrap up. Is Kuwati going to turn?
Can the Americans go
for a DOS or anaconda?
It looks like he is trying to connect his hands. There's a series of chokes from this position, from guillotine to Doris to anaconda. See if he tries to set something up here. You can see him trying to connect his hands there.
He's back in half guard now. Kuwati
thinking possibly about that guillotine.
Trying to get his head out.
Is he mounted? Is he mounted? Hard to tell. It looks like Kuwati has recovered.
Oh, now he's in full mount.
Does he have the knee in there?
Yeah, he has a little bit of a knee shield inside.
He was somewhat obscured by the cage. Does he have an arm? Looked like he was going armbar. Kuwati back up to his feet. Jordan on him right away.
Jordan back on.
Action-packed.
Kuwati throwing big
Kuwati throwing big bombs. Both guys throwing down.
Big counter from
These
Jordan
guys are going after it. Holy, what a pace through the first minute 45 of this fight.
Jordan had a big punch that he landed.
The referee separates them for a moment. Someone lost a mouthpiece.
Puts the mouthpiece back inside.
Back at it. Jordan with the underhook pressing Kuwati against the fence.
Remember, this is what he likes to do. He's got good judo.
Yeah, that
Kuwati
throw
is also so scrappy, man. I was very impressed with how he defended there against the Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Absolutely. He's obviously been working on his grappling. Nice knee to the body by Jordan, who changes levels, looking at going after a takedown here.
Another knee. Lots of little dirty boxing here on the cage wall from Jordan Plutin. Looking for that ankle pick. Got a leg rip. Oh no!
Guoxu ends up on top. It looked like a
beautiful, like he just didn't. Jordan looked for the trip there, and then Guoxu kept his balance.
Yeah, just countered nicely by Guoxu. Jordan's got a very active guard though. It looks like he's hunting for a triangle here.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to cinch it in. Can he pass the arm?
Has to be careful because as he puts his arm back in, he is at risk of an armbar, but
he got his arm back inside. Close guard here from Jordan.
Safe now.
We saw big elbows here from his teammate, Arthur, from the guard.
Jordan's got a very active guard though. You can see he's always looking for angles.
Guoxu holding him tight, pressuring him.
Minute and a half left in our first round here.
He's looking for a sweep, might look for that helicopter
he's going
sweep.
for that armbar.
It
looks like, oh,
gets it out, might go for a triangle. Oh, there we go.
Back to the triangle. Guoxi's able to shuck it off there. Past the guard. He has passed the guard now.
North-south position here. Might be looking for a reverse triangle.
Jordan trying to frame off.
Guoxi's on his back.
Looks to take the back, thinking about
Guoxi
an armbar.
looking for his own armbar.
It looks a little loose. Jordan able to pull out and ends up on top himself. Wow, back and forth, grappling scrambles.
Really good back and forth scrap. We see Guoxi's mouth guard halfway out of his mouth.
He's got to get a better mouth guard. It's like 3 times now.
He's biting it half.
Got to get one of them fitted
That's
ones.
got to mess up with his breathing as well. Look at Guoxi. Very active guard himself. Big punch from Jordan Plutin there. Up kick just misses.
Just so distracted by that mouth guard, like hanging out of his mouth.
Oh, he's going for
possible front headlock attack here. Guoxi is able to kind of fight the hands. Yeah.
Big knees.
He's a grounded opponent right now.
Big punches thrown from
Whoa, Guoxi
going
down.
Look at Guoxi keeping his mouthpiece in an awkward position. What a first round by both these featherweights.
Yeah. Very entertaining.
You're doing great, brother. I need more elbows, okay? When we're on.
He doesn't look that fatigued at all.
Not tired at all. Looks great. That was the low blow. Hope we get to see that beautiful throw that Jordan landed. They were clinched against the fence. Throwing bombs at each other here. Oh, Guoxi's got some serious power. I think here it is. Oh no, that was the failed takedown attempt by Jordan that landed him in bottom position. Really back and forth round. Who'd you give that to?
I'd probably say Jordan Plutin. The Shadow.
Super nice guy, by the way. In talking to him.
His life story, you know, that's why they're doing a documentary about him.
Round 2
look
between
at this.
Guoxi in the red, Jordan Plutin in the blue.
Guoxi runs out, does a jumping knee.
Guoxi is surging
Guoxi
here.
now starting to
coming out really aggressive with a head kick. Did he rock him with that?
Punches. And he eats
Jordan responds. Holy.
Look at that.
Jordan attacks the takedown.
Jordan gets
Guoxi on top. The referee stops them again. Jordan's mouthpiece this time. Guoxi is on top. He must have sensed something that spurned him to come out so aggressive in the second round. Did he feel that Jordan was tired?
Jordan starting to isolate those arms, almost like a double, very high guard there from him.
Guoxi has been able to slip out of all of Jordan's submission threats thus far, though.
Nice short elbows here from Guoxi.
He's on top, landing elbows from the top of half guard. He's got the forearm in the throat, landing elbows. Jordan is kind of turtling up here. This
big
is
elbows here from Guoxu.
He scored big with those shots there.
Short elbows again from Guoxu. Lots of pressure here from him.
That left elbow is really landing. Guoxu looking to pass.
Oh, he's passed.
Almost passed. Pass now to Mount. He's going to take the back. Kind of in transition here.
Well, Jordan gives it the back a little bit, and then
you're thinking armbar.
He's going
just elbows.
Half guard. Big elbows here from Guoxu.
Smashing elbows.
Jordan needs to do something here. He cannot stay down here for too long.
He is moving. He's doing a good job of moving around, and
there he's reaping the leg, trying to recover the guard.
Showing the referee that he is trying to defend himself, but it's getting close here.
Guoxu just
it's getting close to a stoppage here, and it's over.
Oh, the referee stops the fight. Guoxu exhausted. He really had to work for that, but just shows the talent of this young prospect. Only 22 years old, beats a black belt, just demolishes him with incredibly heavy ground and pound. But what a fight. That first round was lightning, but in the second round, it was Guoxu who rallied and came out guns a-blazing.
Super promising prospect we have here at only 22 years old and now 4-0 with 3 finishes against some tough opponents. I'm telling you, this kid, Guoxu, look out for him at featherweight. JCK featherweights, take note.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则与量级复赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手努力库瓦提巴哈托里，第二回合1分57秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by technical knockout. 接下来的时间，我们将会开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。
Look at this.
由于红方选手阿平史拉赛前超重，本场比赛必须以终结的方式才能获得比赛胜利。蓝方选手阿尔乔姆·福尔图纳托夫技术全面，上场比赛一致判定战胜伊尔丹娜·阿伊亨努尔。阿平史拉来自云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部，拳法出色，目前急需一场胜利证明自己。下面比看即刻开战。
自己选的路，自己跪着也要走完嘛。
他认为自己能很快的拿下对手，他准备好全力以赴
，100%的信心这场比赛。
Меня зовут Артем Фортунатов. Я из России. Представляю город Хабаровск, клуб «Райд». В этот раз я хочу показать более зрелищный бой, более ярко, красочный. чтобы публике, зрителям понравился именно наш бой.
From Russia, Artem Fortunatov.
Апingshila, давай покажем яркий красочный бой.
这场比赛我必须要赢，而且我还要终结他。
来自四川大凉山彝族小将
Walking out for the first fight of the main card, all the way from Russia. The second time here at JCK, Artem Fortunatov. Artem, aka The Fighter, is 10-3 as a pro and making his second appearance, just as I said, and looking for another win. He had a very dominant win over Yuriy on July 20th of last year. That is almost a year ago. Actually, it's almost precisely a year ago. Now he's back and fighting one of the toughest strikers in the featherweight division, Apingshila. Artem hasn't fought since November of last year, and that fight saw him getting caught in a guillotine in round 2. However, don't underestimate this 28-year-old. He is well-rounded, physically strong, and very tough. P.S. fans, his opponent, Apingshila, missed weight by 1.5 kilometers, and he is only able to win this fight if he finishes Fortunatov. So in short, if this goes to decision, no matter what, Artem Fortunatov automatically wins. So first, he only needs to survive, and finishing the fight is absolutely up to his prerogative. Knowing him, I'm sure he'll be willing to get in there and make a statement and take the fight to Apingshila. But if he does take it, if he gets hurt, he could choose to play it safe and just ride out this fight and get the decision win, or the automatic win due to the missed weight by Apingshila. However, in past experience, I haven't seen that once where the fighters have chosen to play the rulebook and aim for the decision win.
Are you
it
kidding
feels
me?
like all of them were trying to get the finishes, regardless of having in the bank if it goes to the finish.
This is JCK, our fighters hunting for the finish all the time. Artem Fortunatov is no different. I'm sure that he knows that he could coast, but he doesn't want that. He wants the fans to be on his side. And how do you get the fans on your side? With banger performances. Take your man out.
Yeah, put on a show. There he is, stepping into the JCK cage for the second time. Cool as a cucumber. Artem, the fighter, Fortunatov.
And here we go. The very calming music, helping us get our heart rate down, relax a little bit before the storm, before the fight. It's Apingshila coming out of the red corner. He missed weight. It is unfortunate, 1.6 kilos. And as my partner Woody was explaining, JCK has a very strict policy regarding weight misses, where if you miss by a certain amount, you can only win the fight if you finish your opponent. So if it goes to the judges' scorecards at all, you could theoretically win every round. You could 10-8 your opponent in all 3 rounds and still lose because you missed weight. So, you know, the admin, or I mean, the big wigs at JCK really don't want their fighters to miss weight, obviously, because they got some harsh penalties. They also give up a percentage of their purse.
Yeah, I believe that they give a big, I think it's 50% of his purse.
Is it 50%?
Yes, and then because it's so much weight, right? So they have like a scale system where if it's like half a kilogram, and 1.5. At 1.5, Fortunatov could have refused to take the fight. He said he'll still take the fight. So, yeah,
Apingshila has to win. I like this rule. It's not just, oh, you miss weight by 100 grams and then they impose as well. This is obviously over 1.5 kilogram, you know that.
I mean, you also have 2 chances to make weight.
Of course.
So, and if I can speak.
I asked him, I said, why, what happened? And he said, I took the fight on short notice.
Okay.
I believe that Artem Fortunatov's opponent got hurt and then switched, and he took the fight on 2 weeks' notice. So last night at 11 o'clock, he was in the sauna, and then 40 minutes drying, no change. So he said, "Look, for my health, I had to decide to just, I couldn't sweat anymore. Sorry."
Here is Apingshila.
And looking at the tail of the tape, we see these two guys are tit for tat. Only the weight is a big difference for the featherweights. Apingshila.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的正赛争夺，南方选手身高174公分，臂展179厘米，体重65.90公斤，年龄28岁，来自于 Rosage。MMA 综合格斗战绩13战10胜3负 ，JCK 战局成战绩1战1胜。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Russia. I give you Artem Fortunatov。本场比赛，红袍选手身高174公分，臂展178厘米，体重67.50公斤，年龄23岁，来自于昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩14战8胜6负 ，JCK 战局成战绩12战6胜6负。他就是来自于中国的红帮选手Apingshila。今天晚上比赛非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师，他们2位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的赛事评论员、教练员Woody Pocketer 以及 Andrew Derry 进行现场的呈现。同时还要特别感谢颜值有礼赵岩老师以及特约评论员汪乐老师的鼎力相助。本场比赛场上裁判 Thomas Fine。
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
Time for the first fight of the main card. It is Apingshila in the red versus Artem Fortunatov in the blue. Artem is 1-0 and JCK looked really good in his first fight. Apingshila.
He has good boxing, hands up high, very tight defense, but don't underestimate the power of Apingshila.
Great striker, 6-6 in JCK.
But Apingshila, he's fought
the
some
who's who.
monsters. And he's also had some rough calls, in my opinion. Big right cross to the body.
He's fought Zilong, he's fought Naratai. At one point,
Ramzan Akhmetov.
At one point, he was 6-2 in JCK.
Yes.
He's lost his last 4 in JCK. So he needs this one. Artem is a good striker.
Big looping hook from Artem there.
I would say that Apingshila has probably got an advantage on the feet, but you never know. I was talking to him today. He has a nasty scar on his nose. Do you remember when Zuan broke his nose?
Yes.
He's got a wicked scar across his nose from that.
Now we see Apingshila pushing, closing the distance, pushing Artem up against the cage wall.
I remember that fight with Zoang. That was like the best Zoang's ever looked.
Yeah.
He just like hit him with the kitchen sink.
It looked like he was, like a deer caught in the headlights, which we've never seen from
Apingshila.
He's such a calm and confident striker.
It looked like a video game.
Yeah.
It looked like everything he threw was landing, and he was so confident. He was just like punch, kick, elbow, spinning back fist, boom, boom, boom.
How long before you see some short elbows right here in the clinch?
Apingshila has really good striking fundamentals. You never see him make too many mistakes on the feet. His guard's very tight.
But the same for Fortunatov. He's got very technical. Look at his hands up, elbows tucked, body protected. Nice combinations. Real
head kick.
Beautiful.
Barely grazed him.
Oh,
nice
beautiful.
right hand by Apingshila.
Step through right hand from Apingshila.
He's in a tough spot because he loses if it goes to decision, no matter what. So
yes, of course. Oh, there we see Artem.
There's a shot
shooting
by Artem. Apingshila is like thinking guillotine, maybe.
Oh, he's gone for it, but he
Hard
needs
to see.
He needs to.
He doesn't have the
that,
best angle. He's
yeah, he doesn't have the leg isn't trapped that much.
Bottom half guard. Okay,
now
he's a little better now.
This is good for him.
Okay, he's recovered
But
full guard.
Artem, look at the back of Artem. He looks pretty strong.
His homie is shredded. Not a scrap of fat on him.
Yeah.
Looks like he's fighting the grip.
He is fighting the grip.
Tripoded up to relieve some of that pressure. Doesn't look like Apingshila doesn't even have his hands connected.
Yeah, I think he disconnected his hands. Oh, there we see the head starting to wiggle up.
He's going for it because he's like, I got to get the finish. So, you know, an opportunity presents itself. Going to go for it. Artem's trying to pass now, push that knee down. He's giving up the underhook though. Apingshila might try to sneak out and take the back.
Yes, I don't know. We've almost never seen Apingshila, you know, use his jiu-jitsu.
Right.
You know, so
he does have grappling skills though, obviously.
Yes, absolutely. But mostly we've seen their team shown really improved wrestling in the last 2-3 years. Very good wrestling and wrestling defense.
Yeah.
From that whole.
Well, most guys want to take him down.
Yes.
He's got that underhook on the right side, which is good for him. But Artem kind of counters and goes to that side.
Man, Artem's doing so good. So much pressure here on top.
Apingshila has got double underhooks.
Fortunatov so well-rounded. Pressure. Needs to be careful here. He does give that underhook again.
Guillotine
He's going for a guillotine
Artem.
of his own.
And,
he's committing to it. He's committing to it.
He's going hard with it. Apingshila went to his back to relieve the pressure, but Artem is still on it. He's cranking it. Apingshila survives, gets his head out. Artem kind of shakes his hands out there.
Oh, wow. Artem giving a bit of showboating there. Hands
Body
up high.
Kick. He did take a couple deep breaths there.
Another body kick from Apingshila. Another push kick through the middle.
Smart to go to the body when your opponent is showing signs of fatigue. Artem backs up. He's taking some deep breaths, I'm telling you.
I think he might have spent too much energy going for that submission.
Look at that. Oh, man, he just kind of
sat down.
Yeah, like fell to his butt.
He's on the single leg, and we see Apingshila.
It's like Apingshila kind of sensed something was going on, and he just started being really aggressive. Now he's just trying to crank his face. He's just like, I'm going to try to twist your head off, bro. And
well, what a pace.
Wow.
We have 10 seconds left in this first round.
What happened? It was like Artem just suddenly faded.
I think he was going for that. He was really working for that finish.
Man, he's, you know, I'm not going to say saved by the bell, but it's a really good thing for him that the round ended here, because it looked like he faded hard at the end of the round.
And that's crazy, because his first performance, we saw him just put on it's like a showcase,
I want to look at
skills against Yuriy.
His body language, like in between rounds in the corner, and see how he looks. Apingshila looks fresh. And look, Artem's taking these huge deep breaths. Like,
maybe he was looking for the finish. Also, man, think about the psychological, games he's playing, where you're like, oh, I only need to survive to win. You really work to go for the finish.
Maybe it was those body shots, because Apingshila just like kept digging him to the body with those kicks. Nice, like.
I think it's that he was putting too much on that
guillotine, eh?
Well, the guillotine defense and then his own guillotine attack.
Right.
I think he put everything in there. So
I'm looking at him in the corner now, and he's still just like
big breaths,
taking these big deep breaths.
Slow off the stool.
I mean, I'm going to be curious to see, does Apingshila just come charging out the gate and put that pressure right back on him?
He's got to respect, man. He's got to respect the power and the skill of Fortunatov.
Referee Thomas Van signals that it is time for round 2 between Apingshila in the red and Artem Fortunatov in the blue.
He goes straight to the body again.
Comes forward again. Remember, he needs a finish.
Another tip to the body. Working the body is Apingshila.
It's not enough for him to win rounds. Like, he needs to get this guy out of there to win the fight. And think about it, when you're fighting, when you're a prize fighter and you have show money and win money, you realize you have to finish this guy to win.
Of course.
It's a massive motivating factor. You want the money. You want the W on your record.
Goes for a 2-1. Fortunatov staying out of reach there. Catches the kick. Looks to counter.
Apingshila coming forward here.
Fortunatov throwing a big, wild punch.
Oh, nice left hand by Apingshila.
Both of them tagged there.
Body
Another
kick
body
as well.
kick.
Artem catches it. Takes the back here, kind of slips off.
Artem has his hands.
Goes high with the kick.
High, protecting his rear, protecting his face.
Oh, nice right hand, nice right hook. That might have rocked him a little bit.
Yes.
He's backing off.
Left cross. Artem really on the back foot here.
Yeah, he really is.